trying to fish reaction baits, especially my first day on the water. Looking for a
Just to throw in each place?
Just one cast, yes. I'm looking for a single tree that has 10, 15 fish in it. They'll hit it an ounce bait before it gets to the bottom. And we may not find it today, but that's what I would do.
Jamás haría yo eso, pero vamos a ver por qué lo hace. Es increíblemente rápido, o sea, rápido. 3, 4 tiros en cada rama y vámonos. Muy interesante, es la primera vez que está aquí en Falcón y pues es bueno saber cómo le hace un pro como Steve para encontrar las lobinas de gran tamaño. No viene a buscar lobinas chiquitas, viene por las grandes.
Yeah, what he said. We're looking for an area where you get bit pretty easy. I'm looking for an area where you get bit on the most obvious structure out there. And then you can slow down and work it. And it may not work, but it's when you've got a big lake like this, 80,000 acres, in only 3 days to figure it out. Even at this rate, I won't touch half the lake.
Y esto lo está haciendo sin bajar el troleador, o sea, nomás posiciona la lancha de manera de que se vaya entre los árboles. 2, 3 tiros, pas. No salió nada. Vámonos, rápido.
Never used the trolling. No, I'm not now.
Right.
And I may occasionally fish a tournament like this, letting the wind push you along instead of using the trolling motor.
Ya nos vamos.
Sometimes the trolling motor will scare them.
You scared the fish?
It can.
Why use
just so I can drop it into the cover. I'm wanting to be in the center of the cover.
Is
And I'm using
like this plastic one, Texas rig?
You'll probably catch more fish with that, but I'm using the 1 ounce, the big heavy jig, just so it'll fall fast, trying to get a reaction strike. In practice, in the tournament, I might fish something like that. In practice, I want to fish this. I want to get by some of the easy bites. I want to find an area where I'm getting the big bites, a lot of them, more aggressive fish. And if you look in here, you notice this tree. So the biggest fish is typically on the biggest piece, most obvious piece of structure in here. So that's the only thing I'm going to hit. Just 5 or 10 casts in a pocket, and that's it. If I can't call my shot when I drop it in there and say there's going to be one there, there's going to be one there, then I probably won't fish it in a tournament.
Freeze of the day.
What I've seen all week.
Ahí está el primero del programa. Voy a tener que soldarme de aquí y aquí para no caerme. Ahí está. Estábamos buscándolos con el jig de Steve, pero pues venimos a esta zona, vimos agua muy clara, agua que se le llama normalmente café sin leche. Es un agua un poquito más es clara, pero con el sedimento que hay abajo toma ese color, y es un agua que se torna perfecta para que la lobina esté habitando ahí. Vamos a ver si siguen saliendo más lobinas. Ahorita ya las ubicamos. Vamos a ver qué decide Steve para empezar a seleccionar lobinas de mejor tamaño. Apenas son las 8:30 de la mañana y va saliendo la primera lobina. Vamos a ver qué sigue.
Caught him on a bass trick paddle tail swim bait with a 6-aught. What was that? Falcon. 6-aught. Falcon hook with a 1/16 ounce weight. So.
Nice.
Nice 2.5 pounder. Ooh. I caught one, my first one.
Nice job.
It's only been 3 days.
Pretty sweet.
Go.
Otro chiquito. Small one.
Yes, very small. I'll take another
That
one.
counts?
I'll take another one. Yes, it counts.
Peinamos toda el área de allá de atrás, era un bajo muy extenso. Y ahorita nos empezamos a acercar un poquito más aquí al canal, que lo tenemos ubicado aquí enfrente. Y es donde salió esa otra lobina. Teníamos 2 lanchas aquí pegadas con nosotros en el área más productiva. Traían uno de 9 libras y otro de 7 y otro de 5 y nos ganaron el punto. ¿Qué más vamos a hacer? Vamos a seguir intentando. Ya peinamos esa gran área de bajos que teníamos aquí enfrente y ahorita nos vamos a mover aquí a un canal que, como les dije hace rato, ya lo teníamos ubicado, pero en lo que posesionamos bien la lancha, ubicando bien la caída del canal, los invito a que se queden con nosotros. Vamos a cortes comerciales y regresamos. Estamos aquí en Vámonos de Pesca.
It's one of those kind of places that kind of gets overlooked because it's flat and there's just a few scattered bushes, but you can come in here and tell where the fish is going to be. Love it. On it. They are strong, aren't they? Number 2.
Number 2. Dos. Right. What are you looking for in this area?
Basically I'm just fishing little isolated bushes out here in the middle of a shallow flat, and we pulled in and fished that first bush and got a bite. The first bush right out in the middle,
Okay.
big bush. So that's what I've been looking for, is just isolated bushes out here.
And then do you want spawning fish?
It looks to me like they're coming in to spawn. Yeah, it's January, and I'm not used to fishing for spawning fish in January, but we're down here in Mexico, and that's what they appear to be doing. So
The temperature of the water is right?
About 62
For
degrees.
spawning?
Yes,
Yeah.
so the fish are
Entonces
coming
estamos
in.
viendo que Steve lo que está buscando son lobinas grandotas que estén desobando en la estructura aislada aquí en esta área. Dice que nos comentaba hace ratito fuera de cámara que es un área ignorada por mucha gente, pero pues estamos viendo que ya sacó una lobina aquí. Yo la verdad no me hubiera parado nunca en este pedacito, pero bueno, nice fish.
Later.
Ahorita estoy viendo que Steve está haciendo cosas muy diferentes a lo que nosotros estamos acostumbrados a hacer. Lo más fácil para mí hubiera sido pararme en un lado,
Not a big one,
Yeah,
but
right.
again, he was right where we caught him, and that's what I'm looking for in a tournament, a place where I can pull in and say there's going to be one there, there's going to be one there, there's going to be one there.
Okay.
And it took multiple casts in there to get this one to bite, but there may be a big one with these. I mean, they may actually be spawning. There may be a big fish sitting there. You have to slow down and soak a bait in there. But I feel a lot better now after the last 2 or 3 days.
Entonces, ahí está otra lobina. Nos dijo, ahí debe de haber más lobinas, ahí las está sacando. Como es un pescador que está acostumbrado siempre a andar solo y pocas veces aparece en televisión, entonces le sugerimos que si lo dejábamos en la punta de la lancha él solo, y nosotros vamos a estar comentando lo que él va a estar haciendo para dejarlo que se desenvuelva un poquito más. Ahorita ya aventó chaqueta, ya aventó todo, empezó a emocionarse. Vamos a ver si captura algo grande. Nosotros vamos a estar platicando con ustedes aquí de lo que va a estar haciendo Steve. Vamos a continuar. Ahorita Steve va a cambiar a una técnica muy diferente a lo que estaba haciendo ahorita. Va a poner un Kinami Flash, o lo que es el senko de la marca Kinami, sin peso, con línea de 10 libras y anzuelo 3 ceros.
These don't show us how to make a mess.
What?
I make a mess.
Ah,
There's what we're looking for.
nos va a enseñar a hacer un mugre. Fue mes.
Stuff everywhere. I feel like I found a pretty good area here. I mean, there seems to be a fish on every bush, so. But I've already missed 2 or 3 bites with that swim bait, so I'm gonna try to go back and catch them with a flash. That soft plastic and the way it falls, you can throw it in the shadow and just let it dead stick it. It does a much better job of actually putting the fish in the boat. It's a little bit slow to practice with sometimes, but it's a lot better at catching them. Let's see what happens.
Got it?
Yeah, good. Yeah. Stay out of the bush. Stay out of the bush. I was just about giving up on that flash. I'd thrown in there 2 or 3 casts. I knew the fish was there because he had bit a swim bait earlier. Does a lot better job of actually catching the fish.
Nice fish. Ya se le había ido una vez con el swim bait y dijo, ahorita voy a regresar con un kinami. Dijo, nada más que necesito una caña spinning para poderlo meter abajo con los tiros de skipping, los que acaban de ver ahorita, y ahí está el resultado de esa buena lobina.
Yeah, watermelon seed, Konami flash, you know, a 3 or 4 aught hook.
4.
Huh?
It's 4.
4?
4.
4?
4.
4 fish?
The size. No, the size. The
Oh,
size
no,
of the
no,
hook.
no, I'm sorry, 5 inch. 5 inch.
Ah, yeah, 5 inch.
5 inch and a
The hook.
4 aught hook. 4 aught, there you go. And, you know, I actually prefer a round bend hook. That's a EWG style, but that's what we had.
Heavy.
Nice fish, very nice fish.
Ahora va por el otro que está ya de 3 o 4 libras que también ahorita se le quiso ganchar.
Fred's still sitting over there. We're going to go catch him in a minute.
Impresionante, impresionante. Yo por eso mejor me quité, dije, vamos a verlo pescar.
You know, you can do it with a lot of baits. So the Konami flash is, you know, real heavy, and just the profile of it skips real well. But the mechanics of it, you typically want your bait up within a foot of your rod tip. If you got too much line, you have a hard time controlling the plane it's going on. So get it up pretty close to the rod tip, maybe a foot away,
Okay.
and then you just make the cast there, just parallel to the water, and release it. And you know, a big part of it is I'm feathering the line with my finger, you know, trying to keep it up. So as it's coming along, I'm typically, you know, I don't know if you can get on camera or not, but I'm raising my rod tip, trying to keep my line off the water as the bait goes along. I hadn't done this in months, so it's probably not as good as it should be. Again, on the Konami flash, 4-aught hook. What we got here? A 6.9 Kistler helium, magnesium, not a helium. So, third fish I've caught out from under that same bush. I caught one on a swim bait earlier, and then I came back with a Konami flash and caught one, a little one. And I kept saying there's got to be a bigger one there. It's the best looking bush in the whole pocket here. And again, caught another one in the next cast. So. Number 3. Oh, what a fish. We had thrown the swim bait in there earlier and didn't even get a bite off that tree. Came back with a Konami flash and skipped it in there. Sure enough, there's a big one. We got a scale. I don't think it's my 10-pounder, but it's big. I wouldn't mind weighing this one in. All those others, we just cull them out. Wow.
Strong.
Very, very strong. Very strong. I thought I was tangled, hung, and I realized my line was swimming off. Man, he's a big, pretty fish. Look at that. That's what we're looking for. What is it? Pushing 5 anyway. I Probably about 7 or 8 pounds when he bit. First came up and jumped. But again, we're throwing a watermelon seed Konami flash, skipping it back under these bushes. Pretty big. When I managed to get both rods hung up, I threw it over the swim bait, got hung up, but it just looked so good. So I picked up a flash and skipped it in there, and it got hung up. Almost got on top of it, but I finally shook it loose and let it drop in there. Another 2.5 pounder. Fun.